Hello, Geminis. How are you? I have been on hiatus, but I'm back. Oh, there we go. Cleanse the energy a little bit. Last two readings were a little heavy. I'm hoping you guys will be a little bit lighter, please. How are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I've been gone for a little bit. My guides just don't want me to do readings sometimes. I have a lot of like crazy people that like harass me, that watch all my stuff, that make fake profiles constantly. So sometimes my guides want me to take a break just so that I don't have to connect to their energy. And because my guides don't want them to get messages from me. You know, if they're watching all my stuff, I'm picking up on their energy, I'm giving them messages. Sometimes my guides don't want them to get messages from me, so they ask me not to do readings for a little bit. So that's what has been going on. But I'm okay. I'm doing well. Spring is here, which is exciting. It's Aries season, which means your season's coming up soon. I love Geminis. I love Gemini energy. I am a defender of Geminis. Most of my best friends are Geminis or have Gemini in their chart. I think I talk about this in every Gemini reading. I just feel like the Geminis need support. You know, the Scorpios. Scorpio hate, I can get with. Gemini hate, shut it down. I hope you guys like my, one of my favorite Geminis got this for me. My earrings. It's Aries season and I just felt like it was appropriate. It's very like Martian energy. It's more like a Scorpio, which like Mars is their secondary ruler after Pluto, but I think I was telling Aries, my brother has an Aries moon and he did once try to stab me. So it just felt like an Aries type thing. Anyways, I love Gemini energy. I'm happy to be back. I missed you guys. Okay, what do Geminis need to know? I feel better with your guys' energy. Aries and Taurus were a little intense. Okay, Seven of Swords. Never mind. Oh no. That one flipped. Okay, the Star. Ace of Pentacles. Could be connecting with an Aquarius. Okay. Two of Swords. 10 of Cups. The World. King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. Virgo, Aquarius, possibly Capricorn with Saturn here. There was some lying, some cheating, some betrayal, perhaps. Somebody is healing. Things are destined. Transits are at work here. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. There's a change in fate that will require you to go off on a new venture. It may have been the moon in Libra may have set off this, especially with the Star. The Star is fated events. It can be transits. Could be a Cancer as well. Sagittarius, a Pisces. The gang's all here. What was I gonna say? Not Cancers. What is the other one? Yeah, you've got all the mutables here. It's a mutable party up in here. You guys are mutable number 1. Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. Anyways, I don't know why I'm feeling your guys' energy today. Sorry. Okay, focus. 7 of Swords, first card out. Sneaking, lying, cheating. healing from it. There's a new beginning coming towards you, either a new relationship, money, a new beginning in the physical somehow. Also, I'm gonna butcher. I'm Appalachian. I am from an isolated area. A lot of these words I have read, I have not heard somebody pronounce them, so I just have to guess, and my guesses are usually way off. So if I pronounce something wrong, please just excuse me. I do not know is it Grimoire? Grimiore. It's the books of witches. You start them and you put all your spells in them. Somebody is being guided to start one. If you are just starting to practice spell work, you can Google it. You make a little book and you include all your little spells in it that you do along the way. I think taking spells from more advanced people on their path is a great way to get started, but I think if you are a serious, magician, warlock, sorcerer, whatever, witch, whatever you want to call yourself, if you're serious about it and you do feel called to it and you do feel a connection with it, I feel like it's kind of necessary to come up with your own spells. I can I have a lot of books on it, but I never take one spell and do it exactly as they say. I follow my intuition on it and I check in with my guides, and when you do that, see both of these, the Jupiter too, somebody needs to start a book and write down your spells. Somebody is just getting started on that path, and see behind it is the crystal ball, there's the lunar. Somebody's learning about a lot of the occult very fast, something that you're interested in. It was 7-11 as I say that. You're going to find luck. I don't know. It was 7-11, Jupiter with it here. Somebody is going to find luck. Maybe you're trying to do a spell for the lottery, manifesting spells. Somebody is trying to, anyways, going off on that path there, your guidance from spirit guides is to start is it a grimoire? I don't know how to pronounce it. Google it. Grim, Grim, I-O-R, Grimoire. I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't shame me in the comments. I know what they are. I just usually see them written. I have not heard it pronounced. Not enough to retain it. Anyways. Also, somebody is, again, the crystals. Somebody might want to get an amethyst. If you're trying to work on your intuition. I was going to say if I have one. I have necklaces of amethysts. Yeah, that's your guidance. Anyways. I haven't done readings in a month. Gemini energy. You guys are my first air sign I'm doing. I have an air Mercury, so it makes my ADHD go into overdrive. Somebody is healing after being lied to, deceived in some way. You're healing. There are transits at play here, especially with the constellations. So look into transits if you want, if you're trying to learn about astrology. Somebody's learning about lunar phases, trying to manifest with the lunar phases. My accent is coming out more than it used to. If you've watched my videos for a while, I learned how to speak without an accent, but I've been home for a few months and it's coming back out and I can hear it. I can hear it more. Anyways, which is fine. I'm fine with my accent. I just learned how to speak without it because if you have a southern accent, there's certain accents that when you have them, people hear them and they just assume that you're an idiot. So it was in college, I was tormented by people. It was just anytime I spoke, they would be like, How did you pronounce that word? Pronounce that word again. How'd you say that? Ha ha. Everybody stop what you're doing and listen to the way that she says this word. And it would happen like every single day, anytime I spoke at any time. So I just stopped. Like I learned how to speak without it. And then I was just away from home for so many years that I just, you know, dropped the accent. It's not that I like was ashamed of my accent. It's just survival. To not be tormented by people all the time. But it used to like come out every once in a while. If I talked to anybody with an accent, when I like talked on the phone to my parents, you could hear it. And like with certain words, my twang would come out. But now I've been home for a while, so it doesn't come out on, I don't think that it comes out in readings as much as it does in person. But it is starting to come out a little more. So I'm not putting on an accent. That's my natural accent. Anyways, I'm chatty with you guys. I hope you don't mind. Two of Swords. So somebody doesn't somebody doesn't know what to do. Okay, I'm sorry. There's been some lying, some deception here. Somebody is healing. They're going through a spiritual awakening. They are learning more about astrology. They're learning about lunar phases. They're looking into, with the crystal ball, they're looking into divination. Spirit again is saying to start a little book, however you pronounce it. Start one of those. If you start doing spells, that way you can remember them. You can do them again. You know, if you come up with a spell that you like to do on a full moon, you know, save it. Also could look into scripting, look into journaling. Spirit is wanting you to start to write down the things that you're doing. To yeah. Anyways, somebody's like doesn't know what to do about their community here. They know that they need to wrap up. There might be some karmic relationships that you need to wrap up, some cycles you need to close, and it's in aligning with your community. I get that this person is like newly awakened, and they are recognizing that their friends are karmic or just unawakened and not really interested in the stuff that they're interested in now. That usually happens when you go through an awakening. You kind of will start to feel like you don't belong anymore. You don't like know what to talk to your friends about. You try to talk to your friends. I remember when I first awakened, I was really excited and I wanted to talk to people about it. I wanted to talk to people about like my guides, my awakening. I started watching Spirit Science. I think that's a cool thing if you're into this stuff. Spirit Science is a cool YouTube channel. I got obsessed with Spirit Science back in like, it was 2015. So it was when they had like the story from like the beginning of, you know, consciousness on, and I watched the whole series. Got really obsessed with it for some reason. And then like I went to sleep one night and I woke up and there were like light figures around my bed. And then I tried to talk to them out loud and they didn't answer me. And then I was trying to talk to them telepathically and we got a little bit and I asked them a few questions and then they like disappeared. And that was kind of like my awakening. And after you awaken, you can't go back to sleep. And you just kind of, usually when you first awaken, you kind of go on a like tangent where like you want to talk to people about it. You want to see who else is awakened out there. You want to like learn as much as possible. And you start to recognize that like you don't really, there's not a lot of people, especially in your old life, that will know what you're talking about. So it gets kind of lonely here. And I do get that this person feels lonely with the Hermit. They feel kind of, they're soul searching now, or you are, somebody feels lonely because they feel like they don't connect with their community anymore. Their old friends don't really get them anymore. They want to move forward in life. There's Chariot, could be somebody has Cancer in their chart. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Yeah, somebody has been juggling. And I get that you're like, because somebody is wanting to move forward here. They're wanting to go on a new adventure here. They are trying to heal, and they're also like, somebody is really into learning about Jupiter right now. Somebody is trying to do like manifestation work, possibly trying to win the lottery. I got a lot of Jupiter imagery. Anyways, Yeah, again with this book, is possibly a green book. Do you have like a green notebook? Do you like the color green? I don't know. I'm getting weird messages. Just stick with me. This is an air sign reading. Okay. Somebody is wanting to move forward in their life. They feel a strong spiritual connection towards a soulmate here. The soulmate helps them align with the lovers. You know, usually the lovers is the twins. This is you guys, but look, it's like all these people, you know, I get that they have met a soulmate that is in alignment with their true self, their inner self. The soulmate is awakened. They want to move towards the soulmate, and I get that the soulmate might have friends that are awakened too. The soulmate is further along in their spiritual journey, and I'm getting chills. This is on point for somebody. The soulmate is further along in their spiritual journey. They have friends that are awakened. They have kind of like, you know, they have a community of people that are awakened or just, you know, more in alignment with who this person really is. And this person is starting to wake up to the fact that a lot of the people that they have surrounded themselves with aren't really in tune with who they want. And they kind of feel like split-minded right now with the Two of Pentacles, with the two different heads between their old life and the new life that they want. There's a third party here. The third party possibly belongs in a coven of people that do magic. I attract a lot. I talk about this stuff, but it's because I am attracting people that deal with spiritual warfare because I do. I know how to deal with it. So Spirit sends people my way that have dealt with it so that I can share my knowledge with you. So it's not that like everybody in the world is experiencing it. It's that if you have experienced spiritual warfare, you're more likely to stumble upon me. Not saying that everybody here has, but this is for somebody specific. But Spirit leads you to people that, you know, need to hear what you're saying. Leads you to people that say what you need to hear, vice versa, you know, both ways. Anyways, somebody is being blocked. 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups, being blocked by a third party from really going off on their path. It's a karmic third party here. This third party might belong to a coven that does spell work. Also, this third party might be secretly like lesbian or, because I'm getting it's a feminine with the women here and then the rainbow behind. This third party might actually be like bisexual or a lesbian. Not that anything's wrong with that, but if this is a masculine that's, you know, in a heteronormative relationship, it might be a friend that... I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. Somebody might be, please, I'm not trying to be offensive. Somebody might be in like a lesbian coven. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm bisexual. I'm not trying to be offensive. I love lesbians. Love women. Is somebody... They wear glasses. It's either they have like bright, vibrant hair or they have dark hair. And they wear glasses. Oh my God, I'm so distracted by because I don't get that it's the person with their back turned. This is this is just a member of the coven. It's one of these two people. They look like one of these two people. It might be a friend that's, you know, a part of the LGBTQAI plus, or it's, you know, it could be a scandal where somebody is in a heteronormative relationship, but they're secretly lesbian, and they get together with their lovers and they do magic. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I hope I'm not upsetting everybody. Because this is the Emperor. So it could be the, you know, it's a like romantic third party, but this person is secretly attracted to women, not even attracted to men. Just uses this person somehow, you know. The Ace of Wands came out, tries to use this person for a sexual relationship, but this person is not even really attracted to this person. I told you, it came out again! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, Gemini. Feels like Jerry Springer right now. Is that what the cheating is? Is that what the scandal is? Is that this person that this masculine has been dealing with is secretly, you know, if this masculine is a man, is the woman that he's been dealing with and he's been allowing to block other relationships is not even really into him. She's into women. And she does like weird sex magic with ladies. That's what the cards say. Yeah. Somebody's trying to find healing. They're trying to heal. Yeah. There's a new beginning coming towards you, possibly new money, a new relationship. It's the transits are at play here. So if you've been trying to manifest something, don't get disheartened if it's taking forever with the judgment. Call judgment on this third party here that's keeping you at a crossroads. The angels are trying to help expose this person to you because you need to offer love to this soulmate. You need to realign your community here, and you need to do it quickly. You need to cut this other person off. They use you for money. And they keep you, the Hanged Man, they keep you tied to them, keep you stuck and not knowing what to do with the soulmate. This person is a burden to you. Boom. My guides are really on it today. Yeah, this person is a narcissist. They like attention from you, but that's weird. That's really weird. I mean, narcissists are kind of like, it's normal for narcissists to be bi, to be gay. It's really normal because a lot of narcissists, and I'm not again, I'm bisexual. I'm not saying that this is typical, but you know, of the gay community, but there are a lot of people that, you know, sexualize the gay community. A lot of people sexualize lesbians. A lot of people sexualize like transsexual people. You know, there are a lot of closeted men out there that over-sexualize gay men, but abuse them in public. And narcissism usually ties into that because narcissists, they constantly need stimulation. They're never happy. They're never, like, nothing's ever enough for narcissists. It's because they aren't able to find happiness within themselves. They're not able to produce any other light, so they have to steal the light from other people, and they have to constantly seek stimulation. So a lot of perversions come with that. A lot of them are sex addicted. A lot of them have very, like, kind of like wicked sex lives where they're like into like abuse, they're into really kinky, like out there porn, and you know, a lot of them are into like perversions. So and a lot of them, because sex is not about love to narcissists are not capable of love. Sex is more so about, you know, getting attention from other people, more so about like what they get out of it. A lot of them don't really like you know, they may portray themselves to be straight to the public because that is, you know, best for their image. But behind closed doors, it's like anybody, everybody, you know. It's difficult. It's very, very normal for narcissists to like have wild sex lives where they do like orgies. It's very, very common. You will not find any narcissist that is loyal at all. At the very least, they're having affairs with anyone and everyone. But the vast majority have a lot of perversions. They are secretly, if they're not bi, they're secretly homosexual, but they hide that. And it's, a lot of them are into like those like kind of crazy sex parties where people getting abused. People are like having sex with animals. Like I'm not joking. They need constant stimulation. So, you know, it gets to the point that sex with one person isn't enough. I need to have sex with 5 people at a time, 6 people at a time. You know, it's that type of like, a lot of them are addicted to sex. You can look it up. I'm not making it up. Anyways, that took a weird turn. Yeah, somebody, you have a new beginning coming towards you, but somebody feels trapped, feels like they can't move forward here towards 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody has like a big financial blessing coming towards you. You have new people that are trying to come into your life that are going to be in alignment with who you really are. But you are defensive and you are blocking this new beginning. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. You are not able to... Somebody is seeing the truth about a relationship here. They're finally seeing the truth about a relationship. Somebody was involved with a third party that was secretly gay. It was a man. There was a man that was involved with a third party that was secretly gay. That was secretly not even attracted to men. Used men for attention. Used men for money. Used this person for money. All their time and attention. This person used sex to get to this person. This person is secretly like all over the place. This person, if they're a narcissist, this person is into group sex and like not with this masculine. She's not attracted to the masculine. She's not attracted to men. She might use men for attention, for finances here. She looks for sugar daddies. She looks for people to pay her for sex possibly. I mean, that's extreme, but that's the energy. Somebody's heartbroken here. I get that they gave up a relationship for, yeah, Queen of Swords. This person is verbally abusive to this person, lies to this person all the time. Goodness gracious. Can we clarify this? Move on. Somebody is defensive and blocking positive relationships, new beginnings, feels trapped, and it's because somebody's using magic on you. They have a coven of people that help them, and they are secretly like, they're having sex with people in this coven is what I'm getting. This is an out there reading, guys. This is a really like out there reading. Somebody like does sex magic in a coven. So it's like a coven of lesbians. Like getting its feminine energy. Or maybe, you know, they're bi, maybe they're straight, but they just, you know, they have sex with each other for the rituals, but Knight of Cups, wanting to move forward, wanting to follow their intuition, but they feel stuck and burdened. They're watching somebody. Yeah, they're watching, but they have to cut this third party out. It's the same readings. They want to take a leap of faith here. It's a masculine energy that needs to step into an emperor role. But there is a dark karmic feminine that's caused a lot of pain for this person, and it's keeping this person, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to move forward. They might be like struggling to find work right now. This is crazy. Yeah, could be a Leo. Somebody needs to walk away from this person that's kept you stuck. Justice. The full moon was just in Libra. Full moons are the closing of cycles. Libra rules the 7th house of like partnership, closing of partnerships that no longer serve you. What did I say? Right under that, the world, closing of cycles of bad relationships that just took from you. Somebody might be a Leo. Somebody needs to overcome this karmic cycle they've been stuck in here. Go off on a new path. Align with people that are actually in vibration with you. It's a rainbow again. Somebody is. Somebody, I mean, it might be that it's the whole shebang is, you know, because it's feminine energy and rainbows, so it's lesbians. It might be that this masculine is as well, but I'm getting somebody is a masculine man, and the like woman that he betrayed his feminine to move towards, like, is not even into men. Was pretending, just playing this masculine the whole time. Yeah, the Tower. It was a shock to this person. They need to overcome the situation with the strength. Go off on a new journey. Overcome these situations that have kept you stuck, that have kept you from moving forward. Walk away from, you know, things that don't serve you anymore. Let me clarify the world. Yes. Somebody might be a Libra or a Scorpio in the situation with this Queen of Swords, this crazy bitch. Somebody could have Taurus in their chart, or connecting with a Taurus, because it's the Queen of Swords with doing magic. What came out in that one too? An abusive, aggressive, feminine energy that is using magic. This person belongs to a coven though. I hope I haven't made you guys mad. I'm sorry. I just thought that, like, a lesbian coven that, like, has sex with each other to do spells. Like, that's crazy. That's not what I was expecting in this reading today. Somebody needs to move towards Empress. Somebody has, like, a love here that's in alignment with who they want to be, that has friends that would be good friends to this person, that is more in alignment with who this person truly is, but they're tied to people and communities that don't serve them, and they have somebody does sex magic with people of the same sex in a coven. And I'm getting that it's a woman, so I don't know. I don't know, Gemini. I don't know. I'm really at a loss for words right now. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.